When we talk about pure plyometrics, also referred to as shock training, the movement we're talking about is the depth jump. The depth jump is standing on the box, letting yourself drop down to the floor, and as soon as you land, you jump up in the air. The purpose of the jump down or the drop down is when you land, you are accumulating more force. So when I'm landing, I have to absorb the force of my body, which creates potential energy that is stored in my tendon. And I can use that stored energy for up to 2 seconds to produce more power when I jump. So the goal is really to be really rigid when I'm landing so that I will store more of that potential energy in my tendons so I can then use it to jump up higher. The goal should not be, and I made that mistake myself when I started using plyometrics, you don't teach the athlete to rebound off of the floor as fast as possible. Now, one coaching cue that we often use was imagine the floor is a hot lava, so you want to rebound as fast as possible. But that's not necessary because the stored potential energy lasts for about 2 seconds. That doesn't mean you want to be 2 seconds on the floor once you advance. But it means that you don't have the burden of trying to rebound up as soon as possible. The only cue you should have in your mind when doing depth jump is once I'm jumping, I want to create the biggest jump possible. Jump up as high as humanly possible. Because in theory, that's what's happened. The landing from a higher surface stores more potential energy than if I'm just taking a swing like that, and I can apply that to create more power. Now, we're going to go through the step-by-step process of how to learn to do a proper depth jump. And it's really important that you respect them. And you don't move to the depth jump before you have went through all the steps we covered in the previous capsule. You must be mechanically efficient and have good, solid position in jumping and landing before you go to the depth jump. So the first drill we're going to be doing from the block, dropping down. 2 seconds pause, creating tension, perfect position. Then you're going to jump up as high as possible. Remember, when you land from that jump, take the proper position. We're going to do 3 reps. Boom, hop. Go back on the box. 2 more. Solid. Boom, hop. Good, excellent, excellent. 1 more. Boom, hop. That's it, excellent. A jump is both interior chain and posterior chain. Those who are jumping only like that, you're losing about 40% of your power. So that's the first step. I'm taking pauses in the bottom to make sure that I'm mastering landing from a higher position. The second step, we'll do 3 jumps. The first one, jump down, you pause, and then you jump. Second, you go back, you pause, but shorter, about 1 second, and then you jump. The third one, you rebound from the landing. So long pause, short pause, no pause. Boom, hop. That's it. And always stay solid on the landing. Being solid allows you to store more potential energy. Short pause. Good. And no pause. Still rigid on the landing. Excellent. Very good, very good. So by gradually shortening the pause, I'm learning to use the absorption to propel myself higher up. Now, the next step from the depth jump, the first set, you're going to do jump, drop, jump with no pause, land, pause, and jump. Hop. That's it. 3 reps like that. That's it. I'm changing the motor command so that the nervous system has to ingrain the movement pattern to be adaptable to many circumstances. That's it. And the last step, same thing here, but you have no pause at all. So land, jump, land, jump. Exactly, exactly. So these are the step-by-step toward working the higher level depth jumping. Depth jump, one of the most powerful training method to build explosive power, explosive strength, increasing vertical jump. You could also use a variation of, instead of jumping for height, you would jump for length, which would be a bit more posterior and chain dominant and might actually help you run faster a bit better than the regular depth jump. But both work amazingly well to increase power output if you go through all the steps. Because if you can't create tension when you land, then the fall becomes inhibitory instead of potentiating. I'm weak, so I'm actually not going to be able to jump higher. When you do a depth jump, you should be able to jump just as high, if not higher, than a regular jump. If you can't jump the same height doing depth jumps as you can doing a vertical jump, it means either that the box is too high or that you can't create maximum rigidity when you land. It's really important to do the exercise with the right parameters.